So you always gotta start every video with a so. Over here at LKQ. Damn, I can't say that word. Got a smart car right here. It's like a little wheel. That's a baby wheel. What size wheel is that? It's a 15-inch. Oh my goodness me, I'm surprised. 4.2 discs all around. There's some big disc brakes on that little thing. Yeah, so I got a smart car right here. The coolant reservoir right there. This thing got a engine in the back, I think. I don't even think you can access the engine. The engine is no bueno. You can't access the engine. You can see the engine back there. It's exhaust right there. Little 3-cylinder. I think it's a 3-cylinder or 2-cylinder. I think it's a 3-cylinder. I can see the spark plugs. Yeah, what the hell is that on this? I wonder what that is. Freaking rear wheel drive. Look at the oil filter. It's the oil filter right there. Yeah, so that's a smart car. Some kind of coolant line. The guy had an intake. Oh my goodness me. Won't you come over? The guy had a freaking intake. You can't open this son of a bitch. Save your life. You can't open that son of a bitch. The guy had an intake. I wonder how this thing sounded. Yeah, so I'm over here at LKQ. Let me walk around and douche the douche. See what I can find. This place is always a mess. But look at this crap. Freaking tripping hazard. Mazdas. This ones, you know, they go to shit. Which one is this? That's a 4-cylinder. That turns to shit. Nissan. That's a Versa. Oh, that's a Prius. Un Prius. Somebody took out the high power. Somebody took out the whatever unit. Un Prius. Yeah, that's a seen better days. Got an old school Honda. Nissan. What is that? That's another Honda. I like these Hondas. I like the shape of these Hondas. I knew a girl that had one of these. It lasted a long time. She got rid of it. I told her, I don't know why you got rid of that car. She should have kept it, but she bought a Forester. She likes Foresters. Look at Murano. That's a pure ladies car. And they don't last at all. Muranos are pieces of shit. That's a pure ladies car though. They look nice when they're new. Or when women are driving them. But they are a piece of crap. Yeah, that's a nice Acura. That's old school. Nice. That 3.0 VTEC. Look at that. EGR. New EGR. Mitsubishi Galant. It's a piece of crap. The Mive. Some Puerto Rican guy was telling me they hooked this up in Puerto Rico. Damn, somebody done cut the header, man. Damn. I guess they cut those ones when they were doing the catalytic converters. Myvex, somebody was saying they tuned these ones in Puerto Rico and get a lot of power out of them. Puerto Ricans are tough. They do some crazy shit. I don't know what vehicle this is. Which one is this? That's a Passat. That's a Volkswagen. Passat. That looks like one of them toys, man. Like some of them dildos women play with. Ooh, nasty, nasty, nasty. Okay, Q. That's a RAV4, nice old school RAV4. Old school RAV4. Man, that's a look at that where the air filter is. Yeah, all of them they gotta cut that to whatever to get the cats out. That's a Grand Caravan. I was looking for one of this. Oof. Grand Caravan. Yep, that's a Grand Caravan. Make sure I don't get seen filming. Some of these people don't like you filming shit. Avalon. Let's see what this one does. Nice. That's a nice engine. Nice engine here. Some of these places don't want you to film. I gotta be careful, kind of keep it low key. Especially if you look at this mess. Freaking tripping hazard everywhere. Look at that, somebody pulled that out. It's a 5-speed too. That's only a 2-valve. Check that out. That's a 2-valve head. Nice. Look at the AC, clutch. That's a flywheel right there. That's is that the pressure plate? I think that's what they call it. So that's what an engine looks like. You can see the pistons. That's a distributor right there. You can see the pistons. Yeah, that's an oil filter with an oil filter cooler. That's an oil filter cooler right there. That's the oil filter. So oil cooler. It's water. The water jacket comes there. This is a water inlet, a water outlet. Nasty. Covered in oil like them. And this little piece of shit. This one, damn, somebody nasty. Look at that transmission, man. Somebody pulled that damn transmission out. Lord have mercy on my soul. Parliament. That guy be smoking the old school cigarettes too. I just can't open that shit. Which one is this? That's an American car. Old school LeBaron. Oh, Cougar. I like Cougars. I not this kind. I like the other kind of Cougars. Ooh. I don't mind getting an old school Cougar. I like Cougars, but I like the old school type of Cougars. I like a Cougar. Astro. That's old school. God damn, look at this mess. Make sure I don't get caught filming. So that's a Ford. That's a 5.0. It's got a 5.0 in it. V8. That's a 5.0. Nice. V8 all-wheel drive. Nice, nice. Lexus. That's a famous LS. BVTI. 4-cam. Nice. That's a little piece of shit Vasa. Let me kind of tuck in. That's an old school BMW. Old school BMW. I think the hood opens the other way around. Let's open this hood. Oh yeah, old school. Yeah, that's an old school BMW. Yeah, old school. Yeah, I think that's I can see some of the coil packs there. That's ABS. I think it's an ABS unit right there. From New York City. Rust. It's probably a rust bucket. From New York City. Oh, won't you come over? Who's this? Ledger. Damn, paid. Invoice. Oh my goodness me. That's a lot of money. Yeah, old school. BMW. You know, because people leave them open so it's all full of water. Nasty. A freaking fuel pump. Not a bad one. Those lights are worth it. I can grab those lights. That's broken. That's broken right there. Let me grab my little water bottle. Make sure I don't go over there, get caught filming. Volkswagen's piece of shit. That's an oil cooler right there. This is the one that my friend had a leak on his Golf, and that's where the oil cooler is. It was leaking somewhere there. So that's a big job. You gotta take off the intake to get to that. Even this alternator, you gotta take the intake out to get to that. How do you get to that? With all this shit all the way in front. I guess you can remove the front clip. Yeah. Alternator locked up like a motherfucker. Power steering is spinning. That's still spinning. That one is locked up. Oh yeah, it's spinning now. I'm losing it. Make some money out of that by grabbing that. Who's that be making a house over there like a little mouse? Oh, XB. That's a nice car. XB is always interesting. The big old trunk. Yeah, XB with that. Let's go this way. Let's not go over there by the road. I don't want to be caught filming. Let me tell you to leave. Lord have mercy. Man, I give women props. I couldn't drive with that piece of shit. It's amazing your hand don't slip on that steering wheel. Lexus. We've got a caddy. The caddy that zigs. That's an interesting intake. Caravan. I was looking for parts for those. What is that? Malibu. GTI. Nice. The wheels, the rims alone are worth money. Nice. I like those old school telephone dial wheels. Oh my goodness me. My water bottle behave. Ooh, everything has gone. Stick shit. Oh, automatic. I wonder whether everything is gone. People break shit. Look at that. Just break shit when they're grabbing stuff. Airbag. This is intact. Hasn't been broken. I'm surprised. Look at those seats. Nice. Seats are intact. Nice. Nice. Let me see if I can move. It moves too. Nice seats. Bolstered too. Those are nice seats. Definitely worth it. That's worth it. The seats are worth it. Oh yeah, close it in. Don't leave. Look at that. GTI Volkswagen. Let me freaking open this. Yeah, Volkswagen. Oh yeah, there goes the deal. I don't even want to touch it. Ooh, nasty. Freaking dildo. Freaking Volkswagen nasty. If I had an old lady, I'd definitely take that away. Because you know she's gonna she might pick that over me. Volkswagen. Yeah. Nasty. That's a nice pair of wheels. Look how 21. What year is this? Oh my god, this is a nice wheel. Oh no. Nasty. That's broken. Nasty. That's what a starter looks like. The wheels are worth it. This can be reconditioned. This can be reconditioned. But then the reason why they are on there, because they got a freaking lock. You can see everybody try to take them off. Anytime you see something on there, you wonder why it's on there. You gotta come with something and bang that shit out to get it out. Yeah, all these wheels, somebody would have taken them, but they have a lock. They would have been gone by now. They're nice wheels. And they can't find a lock in here. No, you see, somebody, they even had keys. Some kind. Let's look at the owner's manual. Yep. Yeah, can't find the lock. That's the only reason why those wheels are there. Can't find the freaking lock. Somebody would have taken them. Hello, Xterra. That's one of my favorite SUVs. That's a nice SUV, Xterra. God damn, they jacked up that son of a bitch. Nice. Nice color too. That's a unique yellow that Nissan came out with back in the day. Nice. These ones are nice if you can get them for cheap. In good shape, but they all beat up though. They all beat to shit. Somebody got the whole herb assembly. Amanti. This was when Kia was trying to be luxurious. Yeah, this was the Amanti. I remember when this came out. Yep, V6. That's the old school. I don't know what size engine was this. Can I read the engine size? 3.5. That's a big son of a bitch too. That's a big engine. Oh my goodness, somebody passed. Oh, that's sad. Oof, that's not good. Somebody passed. Get a little pen. Let's see, got a pen. Does it right? Pen is no bueno. Pen is no bueno. But we got a pad. Oh, I got a little pad. Let me keep that. What kind of music do they got? That's some bad boys right there. UGK Underground Kings. Yep. The Amanti. Had a nice back. Looks good in the back. That thing looks like a Bentley. There. Put that pad in my pocket. I got me a little pad. A big trunk space too. The Amanti. Yep, that's when Kia was trying to be luxurious. Maxima. These things are super fast, but good luck finding one that runs. Ooh, nasty. That's a bad crash right there. Oh my God. Ooh, God. Good God. Let's move away from this one. Ooh, that's nasty. Oh my God. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Probably ran over somebody. Oh God. Nice. The RL. Nice. That's a classic Honda engine with that head. And you could get to the back spark plugs on this one. Put my bottle there. You get the spark plugs in the back. Remove this shit out of the way. You could get to them. I'm talking about. God damn my God. I'm covered in dirt. Somebody wanted somebody. You see the spark plugs in the front? The back ones, you could get to them. They were not too bad. I remember there was a lady, she wanted me to replace just one spark plug on an Odyssey, and I turned her down. I could have made money that day, but man, that's when somebody asks you to replace one spark plug, ooh, nasty. I ain't got like feminine pads and shit. Damn. When somebody asks you to replace just one spark plugs, you wonder. That's probably, she says she knows what she's talking about. That freaking spark plug is stripped. You end up stripping that spark plug, that's a can of worms. Leave that shit alone. That's a freaking can of worms. I ain't replacing one spark plug, lady. I ain't stupid. God damn, I'm tripping on shit. Damn, oh shit. Freaking tripping hazards. Mama didn't raise no fool. Let's put it that way. Mama didn't raise no what? Mama didn't raise no fool. Because you know that's gonna be a headache. Look at that shit right on the floor. Oh my goodness. LKQ is ghetto, yo. LKQ is just straight up ghetto. LKQ is straight up ghetto. Let me stick to this side so I can film. I don't want to be told to turn off the camera. I don't like people filming, which is understandable. This is a private business. But it's a Kia Rio, piece of shit, but they're good for what they are. Murano. Ooh, the Chubaru. Let's go check out the Chubaru. The Chubaru. The Chubaru. Nice. My mom has one of these. That's a nice Outback. To get some parts for my mom's car. But they stripped the shit out of this thing. Oh, this was a leather. Oh, stick shift. Oh, Lord have mercy. But stripped to shit. And it's a what? An old 2000 like my mom's car. A Chubaru. Limited. Oh, nice. With a stick shift. Maybe I can do a 5-speed conversion on my parents' car. Nah, it's too much work, man. I ain't freaking. I'll be on my knees and stomach trying to pull this stick shift, this 5-speed out. Probably cry like a baby. I'll be like that for a whole week over here on my back and knees, trying to pull this shit out. At least somebody put a mat there for me. Let me see if I can kneel on something. Something to kneel on. I found something to kneel on. Let me see how it is down there. Oh God. Something to kneel on. Yeah. I ain't fucking with that, man. Fuck that bullshit. Man, I'll be there for a whole week. Crying like a baby. Wipe myself out. Crying like a baby. Trying to get that transmission. I'm too old for that shit. I'm past that age. Oh, the Prelude. Nice. That's a Prelude. Nice. Somebody's ready. He got his seat already. Ooh, they stripped that Prelude out. Oh my goodness me. Look at that. Stripped the whole Prelude out. Automatic Prelude too. That's what happens when you leave everything open. Prelude. Look at the injector. It's a fuel rail. Look at that. The cams. The timing belt. So some of you folks, that's what the timing belt looks like. There's a timing belt there. That's a cam gears. So this is what they call wow, this fully, they got this thing on top of the cams. Wow, I've never seen that before. Wow, so I guess it just gives it more strength, I'm guessing. Wow, damn, Honda, man. Yeah, look at this. That's the days when they had headers. Yeah, this would have been cut by now. This was the race cars. Wow, nice. Look at nice pipes. Man, that's when they made cars, man. Look at that, beautiful headers, man. Never seen shit like that. Now it's all, you can see it goes all the way to you can't even see the flex pipe right there. Goes all the way. I don't want to kneel on this. Yeah, till they cut it right there. Look at that. Yeah, those are the days. Oh my God, look at that. Tore up the thing, was chewing up the casing, the timing belt cover. Freaking now I touched my drink with that shit. Now I'm gonna be Lexus, nice. The LS, nice. I don't know whether this is a coach edition. It's one of those you make a VIP. VIP, that's what I'm talking about, VIP. Oh, look at that wood grain. Oh, it still feels good. Nice, Lexus. Look at that, nice. Man, feel how heavy this thing, substantial, man. This is quality. Nice, look at that. This one nice cars, man. After all these years, this thing, after all these years. Oh well, let me not say that. This was quality, man. Look at that, nice. Lexus. LS430. Yeah, that got some discs. Yeah, got some disc too. Man, this is a 6-disc changer. This was back in the smooth grooves. Smooth grooves, Buddy Row, alcohol abuse. The hell is that, a turd? Like a piece of shit right there? What the hell's going on? Nasty. Yeah, this was a. You know what you can get out of these nice cars like this Lexus is? Those wheels are nice. The wheels are worth it. But even the jack. Sometimes you can get the jack. Oh my God. Make sure that thing will fall on my head. Somebody has braced the startup by there. You can get jacks out of these things. You know, they got nice aluminum jack. I got from my friend once a jack. Her vehicle didn't have a jack, and I found one from one of these, like an SUV. It was a big beefy jack. Yeah, it's already peeling. And I got it for her. That was nice. What kind of music they got? Smooth grooves. Nasty. Let me keep my hands away from this shit, man. That's all I need. I can touch all this shit, and then you go touch, and then you go home and jack off, and you haven't even washed your hands. Freaking your dick will fall off. What the hell? Partnership property. I know how that goes. Premier Wellness and whatever. Anyway, let's leave people shit alone. Yeah, so that's an LS. Nice rims. Look at them calipers on that son of a bitch. Oh my God, look at those calipers. Nice. At least 4 pistons, I think. I'm guessing. Easy. This would have gone. Same thing. Got a key right there. You can't find the key. Nice. I don't know what engine is this. V8, of course, has to be there. 430 has to be a V8. Somebody made a home right there. That's a Wasp or whatever. They even had a book, a little tea book. Heat the water. Many people tell me that this setup can be intimidating because optimal temperatures vary with different teas. Yes. Let's make the tea. Make the tea there. Brutus, give me the tea. Brutus, I want the tea. Yep. Let me get my water. Quit running my mouth. It's a freaking cover right there. Volkswagen, yeah. They said we known as a Volkswagen, yeah. Oh, Odyssey, nice. Honda Odyssey, the famous info. I told you about the spark plugs on these things. How it's easier to get to these ones, and also easier to get to the back ones back there with the Honda. I mean, with not with the Odyssey, but with the RL. See that guy made a web right there? That son of a bitch is just waiting to bite somebody. Yeah. Son of a bitch get bit by a spider out here. Woo, what the hell are they doing with this one? Construction. Jesus Christ, what the hell was that? Freaking are they lugging ground? Jesus Christ, what the hell? Jesus Christ, let me get out of here. That one is not worth it. Audi, nice. Audi. with the rings right there, boy. Howdy, look at that. These are the famous timing chains and the issues that come with these timing chains. The guides wear out. Yep, the famous Audi. People, somebody has cut that. That's what they don't like. They don't let saws in this place. That's a convenient place to put an oil filter. This got a dipstick at least. Nice. Look at that timing belt. These are the ones you buy them, and all of them have stretch timing belts. You get them for cheap, but each one of them has a stretch timing belt and it's never gonna run right. Somebody cut that. What the hell? People, that's people abuse. Look at those brakes. Look at that. Nice. Look at that caliper. Nice. Audi. Yep. I think that's tubing for the. I think it's got a turbo. The turbo. Audi. Let's look at it. Oh, and it's stick shift too. Nice. Nice. Stick shift. Oh man, what was that? That's a camping knife. Nice. Ole. Bent to go. Nice. Nasty. Let me leave that people shit alone. Nasty. Oh man, they got some nice stuff out there. Ooh, nice 6-speed. Nice. Nice. 6-speed. That's what I'm talking about. Which one is this? Which Audi is this with a 6-speed? A4 Quattro. Nice. It looks big for an A4. A4 Quattro. That's what I found. Nice. Oh, full of water. Freaking like a swimming pool. Those are nice mats. Those are nice mats. Those are nice mats. That's my. That's a good mats. Oh, nice. Whatever that is. Let me close it. Close back shit out. Tail lights are there. Tail lights are there. I don't like this type of this year Audi. I like the old ones and the one with the more rounded shape. But you can knock on it. Nice Audi. Got that. Some nice. Yeah, dude had money. He's probably a doctor. Yeah, he's probably a doctor now. Some big money. He'll be bringing home the bag. He'll be bringing home the bag. He'll be bringing home. Look at that turbo. Somebody took the turbo. Is still there, but somebody took the downpipe, everything. Yep, the turbo. That's a little small turbo right there. The intake manifold is still there. Somebody can get it. Let me not walk too deep down. Old school. I don't know what that is. Ooh, the Camaro WS6. I remember when I was in America, but these are V6. That engine won't be here. Yep, has to be a V6. Remember when these ones came out? Ooh, the WS6. Ooh, that thing was scary just looking at it. Camaro. Fireburn. But I'm talking about. Interior is beat to shit. It's a 6-cylinder. I'm buying a 6-cylinder Camaro, man. Unless you're a woman. That's unacceptable. You better be a girl to buy a 6-cylinder Camaro. You ain't no mean buying a 6-cylinder Camaro. Which ones are these? That's a Kia Sonata, Volkswagen. Ooh, the 3.5 twin cam. This was the time GM was experimenting with some of these engines. They made some decent engines. That's Intrepid. Nah, I think whatever that is. Yeah, GM made some decent engines back in the days. Some of these cars were fast. They had the Intrepid and whatever they're called. Let me take a detour and go to the next aisle. I think I'm about to get out. I got a Galant. Nice. Old school right there. That is straight up old school. Let's go up this way. Don't run into people. I still a mess out here. Freaking tripping hazard. This OSHA would have a heart attack out here. Freaking pollution. Nice. Volkswagen, yeah. I was looking at one of these today. Yeah, that's where I came from. Looking for one. I was looking at one of these on sale on Marketplace. Ooh, the one I was looking for wasn't a turbo. This is a turbo. I was looking The one I looked at was a 3.6 liter V6 inline, a straight 6. But it was a piece of shit. At the 217,000 miles, and the transmission was slipping like a motherfucker. It wasn't worth it. I would give them $500. That's about it. But it was beat. It wasn't worth it. Oh, nasty, nasty. It was beat. It wasn't worth $500. I would give them the max. That car wasn't even worth $500. For $500, I want something decent. Yeah, look at that shit. This one is beat up too. Yeah, I just came from seeing one of these I passed through. That's the only reason I'm on this side of town. All-wheel drive. That one, the one I saw was two-wheel drive. It's an all-wheel drive XC90. The one I saw, oh, nice hitch, nice. Nice, look at that son of a bitch. Beefy. Nice. That's a beefy freaking hitch right there. The one I saw was a two-wheel drive. Ah, that ain't even worth it. I won't even give them $500 for that. What's this? Nasty. I will not even give him $500 for that. For that two-wheel drive piece of shit. And it's all been beat. It was beat up a little bit. Ooh, look at that. Don't tread on me. God bless America. Oh, nice Volvo. That's a nice one. Nice turbo. Turbo. What do you mean it's a turbo? How do you mean? Why do you say it's a turbo? That's there, right there, and the piping right there. You can tell it's a turbo. It's a turbo. This is a, what is this called? S60, yeah, that's a S60. What the hell? Nasty! Nasty, nasty. Nasty, nasty. What the hell? That man got a saucer. He don't play. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy on my soul. That man be tearing shit up. Ooh, nasty. Nasty. T5. That's the problem, man. People just be tearing shit up there with a saw. You break shit. But people make money out of it. You can make money from LKQ. You can get parts from here. Even me, I should quit filming and make money. I'm complaining I ain't got no money. I had all this money. This is money sitting right here. You cannot complain you're not making money in America, man. If you're living in Ethiopia, freaking Russia, all those other countries you can complain, but you can't complain you're not making any money in America. There's money all around you in America, man. The Forester, look at that Range Rover Sport, nice, supercharged, yes sir. You cannot complain you're not making money, man. America is full of money, nice wheels. They don't even have any. There's money everywhere, so I can't complain I'm not making money. Let me see what the booklets are saying. By Her Majesty's government, appointed by the Queen, Range Rover, yes sir. Appointed by the Queen, look at that thing, Range Rover. Let's see what's been ripped out. Look at those discs, oh my god, the size of dinner plates. Ooh, air suspension, man, that alone. Ooh, and it's rusty. Been up north. That's been up north. Rusty. Let's see what they got. Somebody left a wheel for them to stand on. Look at that big son of a bitch. Brake parts cleaner, that's empty. Look at that big son of a bitch. Ooh, where's the supercharger at? It gotta be this whole thing. What does this run? Is that a supercharger? I'm guessing that's a supercharger. God damn it, man, I'm getting myself dirty. I'm guessing that's a supercharger pulley right there. Yeah, I'm guessing it is. That's a freaking air to water intercooler maybe of some kind. Oil filter is right there. Yeah, I'm guessing that's a supercharger, if I'm not wrong. Maybe it could be, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but I'm guessing it is. Yeah, I don't know. Supercharger somewhere around here. I know this is it's a whole intake, air to water. All these lines bring in coolant. So it's like an air to water intercooler. Maybe a Roots type supercharger. Roots. I'm gonna take it back to the motherland. Roots. Back to your roots. Headlights, of course, these ones are gone. Somebody even cut the wiring harness. I don't know why they couldn't unclip it. But that's the junkyard for you. People don't give a shit. Look at that, those little openings. Westgate, huh? It's a local car. Leaking oil bad, yeah. Probably leaked all the oil out. Yeah, leaking oil bad. Is that new for a Range Rover? If it makes it to, god damn it, this thing was tore up. It probably hit something. Tore up. Been tore up. You've been tore up. Man, there's even some coil packs there. I don't know where from. Been tore up. Been tore up. Been tore up. Ooh, guess what? This was my first car in America. A Camry, a 1992 Camry. This one lasts forever. Mine was a V6. That was my parents' car. I bought it from them. This is a. Most of these ones are 4-cylinder. This is probably a DX. Yeah, that was my first car in America. Unbelievable. Nice. Mine not really there. Mine was a V6, top of the line. Nice. I remember this car. This was nice. Mine had a tachometer. Mine was a higher with the thing. Mine was a higher. This is a 4-cylinder. Mine was a higher model. The famous. See, that's what happens when you have glass. Glass doesn't. Let me open. Yeah. So this is mine had the V6. Ooh, leaky. It leaked all over the place. Oh, leaky. Oh, my name is known as a leaky. Freaky dicky. Leaky. Oh, that's leaked everywhere. Yeah. Oh, my freaking hand is burning up. You see, that's a problem. That's a good thing about glass. Yeah, doesn't fade. Yeah, let me get out. I gotta do it. I'm trying to see to buy a motorcycle. A little tour of LKQ. Hope all is well. Hope you guys, this is what we do here in America. That we douche the douche. Come here, make some money. You can come out here, make some money. You can even come here. There's some people who live here, just scouring parts. You'd be surprised, even little things like this. When you're a mechanic, even little boats like this, you can pick them up and just keep. You can actually come here. I saw a guy here with a whole bucket just picking up bolts. They are useful, man. All these little things. A boat like this, where you gonna find a boat like this? Something like this. Something like this. Of course, you don't pick them off the ground, you can pick them off the car, but all this makes a difference. All this, something like that. You see that? That's got that little thing there. Yep, so that's what we do, man. Anyway, cheerio, God bless. Hope you guys are well. Catch you on the next one. So I'm going through the car wash. Man, I had 1972 Yamaha R5 two-stroke. Man, dude was selling two of them. One of them was assembled. One of them was assembled, and the other one was in pieces for at 1,200. Man, I was excited to go get it. Anyway, the deal fell through. The guy was sold. Am I surprised? Nope. Am I surprised? Nope. Won't you come over? Come over. Come over. No, I'm not surprised. So I'm washing the car. I'm gonna do Uber later on. Gotta take the good folks out. You know, people still go out on dates. Never know. I might be somebody's lucky day. I might be their genie today. They might get lucky. Maybe it's on today's. Somebody has been in the friend zone for like 5 years. No. Let's see, a whole year today. Maybe I might take them out. Maybe you might get lucky. You might get some of that good yum. But anyway, that thing fell through. It sucks, moose cock. It is what it is. What are you supposed to do? It didn't surprise me any. Even today I went to see a Volvo XC90 and it fell through. That's life. Cheerio. Let me get out of this car wash. That is life. Life is not easy and it's never meant to be easy. Later.